I hate him, but the ombre he has going on of his hair is very impressive and looks very good.
Yeah.
You know how it starts like that, like darker blue, and then as it goes down, it becomes more tealy, turquoisey.
Yeah.
Looks good.
If we can fuck Shizune for her looks, we can fuck her dad for his looks.
I mean, I'm not gonna fuck either one for their looks. They're not my type.
Shizune should grow out her hair. I bet it'd be like kind of teal.
Shizune should sit down.
Or Shizune, as the AI calls her.
Shizune?
Yeah.
Calhoun?
Because I lost our audio, and that was cool.
Yeah, Steven's really cool.
Shizune. And then sometimes it would say Shizune. It was weird.
Do you ever brush out your pubes?
No, I think I might have once or twice.
Joe?
Yeah. Do you ever find a little snack inside that?
Ew.
No.
Oh, sweet, a peanut M&M.
I guess so. Like when I go to trim it, you know.
Yeah, that's mandatory, right?
Yeah.
Making sure things are even. The penis to hair ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I really fucking hate is butthole hair.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of that stuff? I don't know.
I mean,
you can wax it, but I feel like that's mean.
Nair.
I mean, I feel like your butthole hair is there for a reason.
No.
Yeah, it's there for a reason.
It is. It's to stop your ass cheeks from chafing.
Oh. Chafe all you want, little guy.
And it's supposed to keep things that aren't supposed to be in your butthole, you know? It's supposed to keep all that stuff out.
Yeah, but hair?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but...
What about ball hair? Testicle hair?
I mean, how are you supposed to get rid of that? It feels like your balls are so scrunchy, you know?
Scrunchy.
Yeah.
The skin of a ball is not smooth. It's like your elbow, you know? I don't know how you're supposed to get rid of that hair. It seems really difficult and scary. Because if you nick your fucking ball sack, I don't feel like that's good.
Yeah,
it probably hurts. You snip the basket, and all the basketballs fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have those little barber scissors and stuff. And then so that's how I trim. I don't use a razor or an electric razor anymore. But whenever I use those little barber scissors, yeah, whenever I use those little barber scissors, I have to fucking say a little Hail Mary before it. You know?
You sneeze and you cut your whole dick off.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Hi, welcome back.
Welcome. More Katawa, huh?
Steven!
The door to the student council room is open, and Hideaki and I walk in on Jigoro in mid-rant. He sees us, but decides that it's not something worth stopping rambling at Shizune over. This is really shaking my faith in my previous assumption. When was the student council? Our room was smaller, colder too. Like working out of a meat locker. Not like you spoiled kids. What a waste, sitting here in your giant room, doing nothing.
I want to kill him.
This is true.
I want to jump through the screen and murder him.
Are there only 3 of you? That makes having so many desks only seem like an unnecessary display of mindless decadence. Appalling. You must use the desks you need and not one more. It's part of my code.
Jigoro's an asshole because we are recording this out of a meat locker.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you.
We are.
It's kind of fucking crazy that they did that. That's a weird coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
It may be odd of me to think so, and we have so many desks.
Yeah, we have 45 desks in here.
Mm-hmm. We're basically a student council.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Who do I hate the most? That person is Shizune.
Me?
No!
Oh.
Me?
No!
One of us has to be Shizune.
Or it could be myself. What if I hate myself the most?
Yeah, but it may be odd of me to think so, but hearing only half of a conversation is pretty strange. Also, that's some code.
Ew, I don't want Hisao's poopy heart. I don't want to be deaf.
Jesus.
I don't want to be a lesbian.
Oh my god. Everyone. Be so horrible.
Man.
Horrible.
These are... Oh, man. I'm reminded of that tweet by that guy, Handsome Be Charming. He got banned, unfortunately, from Twitter. He had a tweet that was like, if I was a home team, like a local sports announcer, like, and I was like talking about like opposing teams, this is what I would say. I would say, these are not good people. These are evil people.
Why was he banned?
I don't know. He said something too funny.
This is the comedy police. The joke's too funny.
Thought comedy was legal now on Twitter, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Now that I've arrived, he changed the subject and starts talking about the reason he's here. Hideaki and I are going on a trip. What are you doing? Does everyone who uses sign language mumble while they do it?
Ew.
No, but I'm just an amateur. It helps me think. It's kind of like a force of habit. Just an amateur. Unbelievable. Fine. Turns back to Shizune just in time to catch her shaking her head from side to side. Are you sure you won't be coming along? She reiterates the gesture. Fine. Can you tell her to call me if she needs anything? Yeah. I really think sending an email would have been easier, though. I'm not going to read my emails on my phone. If she won't speak, she can call Hideaki. I suppose if I have to be reached, she would have to call me. Or that other girl would have to call me. Actually, all three of you can just call Hideaki.
If she won't speak.
Does he think it's a choice?
Yeah. She's just got biscuits in her ears.
And with that, he swiftly turns and leaves, Hideaki trailing behind him. A long trip for something that took 5 minutes. Neither of them can express their feelings very well. In Shizune's case, I have to question whether she would if she could. It explains a lot, but she doesn't seem unhappy with the arrangement. Even so, I wonder if she might be. When the door closes behind them, leaving Shizune and me by ourselves, she lets out a deep breath that seems to echo in silence of the room.
It's totally ridiculous asking me to go on a trip. The timing couldn't be worse. It overlaps with the student council elections for one. Second, I haven't even cheered up about Misha. If you consider that, it's annoying to even have anything else to think about.
Yeah, but you might be too focused on all that stuff right now. Shizune adjusts her glasses roughly.
Completely 100% right. The minute I decided I was going to cheer up Misha, everything else went on the back burner, I suppose.
I think your dad might care about you more than he lets on.
He just said if she won't speak.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
I think he's just trying to cheer her up. I don't know. With a big old lie.
Yeah, don't lie. Be like, I appreciate you and like you, but you can't just be like, your dad loves you, because I don't think he does.
So then it could be a good idea.
What if he like fell down the stairs and then like impaled himself on his own samurai sword? Wouldn't that be cool and funny?
It'd be kind of funny.
It'd be pretty funny. I think everyone would laugh and clap.
He would say skill issue. I don't need a hospital.
Cope.
He'd be okay, yeah. No, he straight up wouldn't go to a hospital. He would walk it off.
Walk in and he's just gushing blood, bleeding out, and then you die as hell, yeah. Good for him.
Tries to sew it up himself.
Good for him.
Yeah. A man to his word. No.
Nah.
And then again, more firmly. As if both of us, or for both of us.
Hold on, let me get this really good one.
After coming this far,
That's
I
not
can't
you.
take what?
That's not you.
It's not you, Steven. It's not you, Steven.
We're gonna have to paddle you.
It's been a
silly.
long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's really silly. You fucked up like that, Steven. No, it's okay. After coming this far, I can't take a break. Vacation would be jarring. It'd be like waking up in a different life. Yesterday was like my vacation, so now we have to go all in.
Balls deep.
I'm sorry, but it's just how I am.
I remember what Lainey said, that she found Shizune brave in a kind of way. I think I understand what she meant, and I have to agree, even though it could also be called recklessness and foolishness and pointless stubbornness.
Yeah.
I guess
you could call it that.
I guess you could call it bravery too.
No, but okay.
However, I can see that there is a fundamental flaw in Shizune's thinking that I hadn't noticed until now. I'm sure that Shizune has reflected longer and more arduously than I could about where she messed up to create such a bad situation between her and Misha. However, as typical for her, she wouldn't let it hold her back and immediately set out to fix the problem. This completely ignores a large part of the problem, Misha herself. Moving from critical introspection to holding Misha up as part of a goal causes the person to get lost in the shuffle. Shizune has said a lot in the past few days, but nothing about how Misha feels. Shizune's way of thinking is abnormal. Few normal people reject a friend and then expect things to go back to the way that they were so easily. Shizune does because she sees life as, if I had to put it simply, capable of being segmented and compartmentalized.
Oh my god.
Compartmentalized.
Misha, like anyone else, sees it as a whole experience, a long, continuous journey, where one moment of heartache can follow you forever. For Shizune, an event is an event, and a few of them cross over. Life is compartmentalized around triumphs, failures, and decisions.
He did it! Woo!
Once you get through this, like let's give Steven a little party. Let's give Steven a little celebration.
Congrats! Yay!
And where each one stands as its own story. It's why the thought of a vacation is jarring to her. It's why she can only appreciate people's immediate emotions. It's exactly how someone obsessed with living in the moment would think, really. Likewise, Shizune can see Misha as a friend, but I doubt that she has ever thought of Misha as anything more until recently, or questioned anything about her. Misha is Misha. Would be enough for her, even if to Misha it must be unbelievably stifling. Shizune is just Shizune to herself. It's likely she doesn't think about the after effects of her actions in the long term, as long as they stir up other people's lives. To Misha, though, I'm sure it made her seem almost heroic, like Lainey admiring her bravery, and even myself. And Shizune's thoughts on that sentiment are that it was good that she could touch someone's life, but it ends there. It's easy to captivate, much harder to nurture. On the next thing, thinking of life in terms of almost completely isolated events has a tendency to isolate a person too. Though she's trying to remedy it now, the point remains. There's simply no way Shizune could have avoided hurting Misha. Her emotional investment in Shizune was something Shizune couldn't account for, so she didn't. Combined with her personality, it was inevitable. Both of them have pretty much told me all of that in bits and pieces over the past couple months I've known them. In the middle of considering their differences, an idea began to take shape in my mind.
It's so odd. Also, congratulations, Steven. Woo! Congrats, Steven. Nice job. But it's so odd, right? Like how, like she can be at like the hands of such neglect by her own father, and well, it's not really odd because like people that are like abused and neglected and just like undervalued by their parents in their early lives tend to like repeat that same thing to like in their personal relationships. But it is like interesting to see like how she values like relationships and how she places herself like, because like she did this one thing, everything's straight, everything's cool. Mm-hmm. And it's like almost mechanical how she's like almost like a point system, right?
Yeah.
With people.
Even neglect from her own brother, in a way.
No.
He doesn't know sign. Are you working on your plan right now, this second? Your cheer up Misha plan?
Of course, I was thinking about the whole time I was being yelled at.
Flicking her glasses up the bridge of her nose with an oddly triumphant air, she taps her fingers against her temple.
I think a big problem in this is Hisao is an enabler, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oopsie.
It's multitasking.
Really? Isn't it more like you're able to concentrate on something like that because you can't hear? Well, whatever. When I ask her what she thinks of mine, it turns out we both arrived at a similar idea. A giant floating heart. Although it makes me feel kind of uneasy since we're talking about a human being, the first step is to corner Misha.
Oh.
Get the net gun.
Get the net!
Though the situation is a little too much like something out of a cop drama for me.
I'll get the chloroform.
Oh. It's come to this because talking to her normally is proving to be near impossible. But we do have classes together even the very first...
Good job.
Although it takes a while for the announcement to come, the second that I hear we're going to be working in groups today, Shizune and I try to make sure Misha is in ours. You know,
why the fuck are you so big today, Misha?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Misha. All that come in me twice as big.
Jesus Christ.
Like Clifford the big red dog.
Oh, ew.
Misha the big red hog.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Misha the big pink
cow.
The big pink
Just kidding.
Titties and boobies.
Sorry.
And pussy.
Oh. Misha the big pink pussy.
Yeah.
Does the pussy match the pubes?
Ew, what?
What's that thing that McLovin said? I got a blowjob. I got a blowjob.
I got a boner.
I got a boner.
That's what it is. I got a boner.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, go on.
You have such an ability to quote Superbad.
Yes.
I remember, like, you could do it line for line. I could do like half of them though.
It is what happens when you watch it every day for like a year. It becomes ingrained in your memory for forever. Fucking love that movie. It's so good. It's the best fucking comedy of all time. Fight me, I don't care. I'll beat you with my McLovin doll.
I think you are correct. It's up there.
It's so good.
Sure.
It's so good. Anyway, we can stop talking about Superbad now.
You know, I think Muto assigns a suspiciously large amount of group work and self-study, don't you think so?
But it's easy, so it's okay, right?
Right, there is other stuff that I've been thinking about lately that might not be okay, though. Misha nods after each sentence and then brushes it all aside.
I thought about it, and I don't do enough work when I work with you and Hit-chan. So I'm just gonna try harder today so I don't get distracted, Hit-chan. I have to stay focused.
That was annoyingly transparent dodge. Shizune doesn't look too happy either, since Misha didn't bother to sign any of it.
Oof. That's like a large, I'm fucking done with this bitch.
Opting to twirl a pen in her hands instead. From the shaky way she was doing it, I'm sure it was so she wouldn't sign anything inadvertently. From the way Misha looks distracted and uneasy, I doubt it's because she wants to keep Shizune out of the loop for any malicious reason. Although it's still obviously a way of distancing Shizune from herself.
Yeah.
This is that stage when like you're fully just broken up with someone, but you still have to like make the fucking phone calls. You still have to like hang out with them for like a week. It's like
still
it's
gotta
the bad
see
time.
Yeah. Ugh. Shizune wants to talk to you.
It can wait until later, Hachan.
No.
Why not now?
We're in the middle of class.
Now she's spinning a pen in each hand. I'm beginning to think. I'm beginning to think her signing has turned into a kind of nervous tick for her. This isn't a good replacement, although the sight of her dual wielding is pretty impressive. Trying her best not to. So funny.
Yeah.
After class, then. After class, I don't waste a second bringing it back up. You're still giant.
Why are you so big?
As everyone else files out of the classroom, leaving the three of us alone, Misha takes increasingly longer glances in every direction except forward. Do you want to get something to eat?
Why don't you and Shichan keep asking me if I want to eat something,
Is it because I'm so big? Is it because I'm 12 feet tall today, Chad?
Call me fat. Because we're all headed to the cafeteria and we haven't eaten together in a long time, so why not?
Is this about the student council?
I'm going to eat your cum.
Ew. Ew.
Taking Shizune's lack of reply as admission, Misha sighs. I totally forgot what she said. Oh, yeah.
Shichan, is that all you ever think about?
Before Shizune can reply, she leaves. I have to say, I'm not left feeling very confident after what's just happened.
Yeah, just leave her alone.
Neither of us were expecting it to go smoothly, but it would have been nice. Reading my mind, Shizune curls a finger around her glasses for a while before signing.
Sorry, I've been eating. Which is bad, but I've been eating like little like finger foods.
Nice.
I'm just like been putting them in my mouth.
Stop fingering your food.
Dude.
Yeah. It's trail mix. Not too noisy.
Steven, can you put a bowl of trail mix on the count or on the desk?
Okay.
Thanks.
I know what you're thinking, but no, it's not that. I think we should give her some space now. I told you I wouldn't give up so easily.
Yeah, well, now I'm starting to wonder if it's not too soon.
Cold feet.
No, it's kind
My
of warm.
feet feel fine.
I'm wearing socks.
Your little piggies are exposed to the open air of 10-degree weather. Your little piggies want to go back home, go back inside. Go back. Well, I'm not going to. That would be giving up on her. There's a fine, gossamer thin line between helping someone and smothering them, but I just want to pull Misha together and get her to stop acting so weird. I know she can do it, even if she wants to try. People don't change overnight. If they could, the world would be a much easier place.
Okay, you win. Then I guess this is the part where we split up and look for her. Though I'm the only one who is really supposed to find her.
If I run into her first, I'll call your cell phone.
Smiling, Shizune takes out her cell phone, turning it on to prepare. I noticed that she has an extremely high number of unread messages, and looking at her expression, so does she. Twirling it around by the strap a couple of times, she grimaces.
Jesus Christ, you have 900 unread messages in here. This was your aunt. It's telling you your uncle died, Shizune.
That was in January.
Of last year.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't like using this thing. Why can't I just snap my fingers?
And then what? I'm not a dog. It doesn't travel as far as a phone signal. You're having a lot of fun with this, aren't you?
You haven't opened... Why did you even make an email? You haven't opened any of... You've opened nothing.
It's like a grandma's phone, you know?
Yeah.
Shaking her head from side to side, she continues.
It's obvious where she'll go. Can't look for her on the school grounds. She would want to go away as far as she can. Check the tea shop? It's usually empty this early. Misha loves to go there. She feels like skipping class. And she loves the parfaits that they have there. But they're going to be much bigger this time because Misha is 12 feet tall.
You really know a lot about her, but she would overthink it and turn it into something that would seem a lot more backhanded than it actually is. So I choose to just nod and leave instead until I feel her holding onto my sleeve. What?
Whoa.
Oh my god, you're bigger now! I say instinctively, forgetting that she can't hear me.
It feels nice that I don't have to do anything all by myself anymore, because I can trust you. I'm really happy. I can trust you, Hisao, and it's echoing. It's echoing.
It makes me happy to hear it! I can't think of a way to respond, and I end up only nodding again. Wonder where she's at.
I don't see her.
Heading outside, I catch a glimpse of pink hair behind some other girl's head, and as I head that way...
Misha in the pit, in the fucking mosh pit.
As I head that way, I realize that this isn't the way you go if you want to leave school. It's the way to the student council room. If I wanted to avoid Shizune, I wouldn't head there. Strange that Misha would be going in that direction then. Maybe she wants to talk things over with Shizune. In which case I have to wonder if letting things play out naturally would be such a bad idea after all. Especially if it seems to be going in a good direction.
One direction.
Suddenly, Misha stops and spins around, catching me by surprise.
Wow! Surprise-a-chan! Were you looking for me? I had a feeling.
I was going to say, hey, I was just looking for you, but I suppose that's no good now. Oh. She's even finished with her sentence before she blows past me, heading to the exit. I have to admit that Misha is infuriatingly sharper than I expected, also surprisingly fast. Though it's more physical activity that I think I should be getting, I managed to catch up with her halfway to the gate. You're really being the rudest woman in the world right now. Can you just stop trying to run away for 1 second? I want to talk to you. Misha turns on her heel, looking mildly amused, and raises her hands as if to tell me to go on. Now that I've got her attention, though, it's hard to think that the right thing to think. Where are you going now?
The Shanghai.
Can I go with you then?
Kenji falls from the rooftop.
Waiting for her to answer feels like an eternity. It's almost as if I can hear my wristwatch ticking off those individual seconds. Joe, can I get like a scream that lasts like a second or two?
Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me turn down noise suppression so you can actually hear it, because like otherwise it's just not gonna show up on the Discord mic.
I mean, that's
okay.
Jesus Christ.
okay.
How's that?
That was amazing.
Beautiful.
Okay then, Hichan.
I get the sense that she only agreed because she doesn't want to argue anymore today.
Ding, 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 ding.
No,
I like
Misha
this-
dinged.
I like to think she dinged herself, not the door.
Can we
See?
Yeah.
Do it again.
When we get there, a couple comes in after us, causing Misha to jump slightly at the noise. Oh, that's... I'm just shutting down. Seeing that it isn't Shizune, she relaxes again, smiling almost as usual to order a parfait from Lainey, sliding it into the nearest booth. You ran off too fast. You could have at least waited to see what she was going to say. Misha's angry reaction tells me it could be that she was afraid of what Shizune might say.
Why are you both doing this, Hichan?
Because Shizune still wants to be your friend, and I guess that for her is kind of like launching a nuclear missile from a submarine. You need 2 keys to do it.
Stupid.
What else can she do, though? She isn't automatically signing whatever she hears or says anymore, and I'm sure that is the reason Shizune's been having so much trouble with her. If she tried to just talk it over, you wouldn't listen. Misha's guilty expression tells me I've hit the mark. Do you really hate Shizune that much?
No, Hichan, I told you that.
She answers without even flinching, idly playing with the spoon. Yeah, I know. I'm sure she knows it too, but I wonder if it might be easier if you did. The only thing she's really thought about the last week is how to make you happy, since Shizune is still attached to you. Yesterday, though, she thought that maybe it would be the easiest for you if you just hated her. Since you didn't tell her you hate her, Shizune thinks that you both can still be friends. She's like that, only thinking in extremes. The parfait is starting to melt, the ingredients come together in tiny rivers that remind me of the growing roots of a tree being shown through a time-lapse photography.
That's stupid. Hichan, isn't that stupid, Hichan? Don't be ridiculous.
It's got nothing to do with intelligence. Smart people can do stupid things, and anyway, isn't it true? I was terrified last week when we talked, but at the end I was relieved because it sounded like things might go back to normal. I wasn't expecting you two to have a fight right after.
It wasn't a fight, Hichan. It was just me yelling at her.
I've noticed that Misha's voice never really changes in tone, just volume. It's so low with guilt that I can hardly believe it came from her. Either way, I was happy because I thought you and her could still be friends, since she needs you.
No, she doesn't, Hichan.
So how do you know that? There's a lot of things Shizune doesn't vocalize, say, talk about. I'm afraid if I say the wrong thing, it'll ruin the mood. I get to finally have a conversation with her, and I don't want to screw it up. I guess if this is the first time she'd had an honest conversation with me. Just because she didn't tell you doesn't mean she doesn't like you.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. Otherwise, she would argue back.
Wah.
You don't think so? She picks fights with everyone, so why not you? Obviously, because you're her friend, and she values you, and Shizune is her too. She's just awful at showing her feelings. Usually does it in the wrong way too, but she still likes you.
Hichan, do you remember when I said I don't want to hate Shichan or upset her? The truth is, I ended up doing both. Now it's like there's this like awkwardness between us. It's hard to explain.
Both of you are so stubborn. You were talking about how you didn't want to drift apart from Shizune, but then you're going to let it happen. Shizune is just as bad. She wants to be your friend, but respects you too much to be as aggressive as she'd be with anyone else. And I'm sure that Misha interprets Shizune giving her space as a lack of caring.
I screwed up already, Hichan. It'll happen again, I'm sure. When I think about the way that I don't know what I'm supposed to do, it feels like either way, I'll end up making things worse. Then it might just be better if I didn't do anything at all, right?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would you even think that think of that way in the first place? Be more positive. Smile more. It should be easy for you, I want to say, but that would be presumptuous.
Hichan, I never knew you were so optimistic. I never expected it. You always act so gloomy when I try and surprise you.
No, this is a recent thing. I just hate it when people give up easily now. Because I don't have a personality. I just absorb it from girls.
I'm just like clay, yeah.
Now, huh?
Makes me mad when people give up. I used to think that giving up was kind of like running away, since that's how people always describe it, but now that I think about it, it's usually more like throwing something away. When you run away from something, you can think of it as still being there, so I was in the hospital and I just didn't want to run away from my problems. I wanted to never think about them again. Misha eats a spoonful of her gray ice cream goo, cement flavored. Did she only just remember it was there now, or could it be she likes it that way?
A little bit runny.
Anyway, my point is, you can't do that. People are too sentimental to just throw their memories out like that. It's impossible. Shizune can't think of life in terms of anything but winning and losing. Don't you think she wished she didn't have to remember the parts where she loses? You can't pick and choose, though. That's like wanting to live in a bubble. The worst part is your way of thinking is so wasteful. It's making you so pessimistic you're afraid of everything. Come on!
Fun fact about ice cream sundaes. They were invented because the church thought that drinking soda on the Sabbath, the Lord's Day, was unholy.
Is that true? Or are you just fucking with me right now?
No, it's true. It's true. The church said that, that it's sinful to drink like sodas and colas on Sunday, and so they invented that. Like that's, I guess, like where sort of like a root beer flowed, like that sort of thing, and then like that sort of mishmash sort of stuff comes together, and they named it a Sunday because they thought, oh well, you know, the church might like be happy about that if it's like a cutesy sort of Sunday spelling with like AE.
When was this? I may
I
imagine
don't know.
Victorian times.
I don't think so. I think it was.
I'm looking up the history of Sunday and you're lying.
Is it? Am I lying?
Yes.
Is the fact I lied?
Among the many stories about the invention of the sundae, a frequent theme is that the sundae was a variation of the popular ice cream soda. According to an account published by Evanston Public Library, Illinois, the sale of soda was prohibited on Sundays in Illinois because they were considered too frilly. Other origin stories up for the sundae focus on the novelty or inventiveness of the treat of the name, and originally make no mention of legal pressures. So I guess you could be right, but it's just not confirmed. And there's like more to read, but I don't want to.
He's lying.
Man, I thought though, I didn't think it was a lie.
That's true. You weren't gaslighting.
Yeah.
You're just misinformed, maybe.
Come on!
I'm just like your dad's on Facebook. Sometimes I get it wrong.
Oh.
Like 90%. You know, I don't get it as wrong as often as your dads on Facebook do, but you know,
True.
sometimes.
I grab her hand as I wave Laney over with the other to pay for our food.
Where are we going now?
I'm fucking horny. Back to school lunches. Back to school before lunch is over. But I want to check out a few places before then. Though I start feeling tired, even after doing what could be described as an on level of a brisk jog at best, Misha and I eventually make it to the gate of the school with a little over 10 minutes to spare.
It sounds very unhealthy. You know how often he's been going to the fucking Shanghai in this route?
For real. It's the most he's been. It was like Emmy's favorite spot too, so like, what the fuck? I didn't even want to really come to the school, you know? I didn't have a choice when I got to this gate. I'm sure part of me was thinking, what a depressing place. Doesn't look depressing at all, though. Well, I still thought I had everything figured out. I felt practically like another person. If I could, I'd go back and tell myself to stop thinking he can write everything off at a glance and acting like life is already over and he can never have fun again. The school grounds are still littered with quite a few people. It's lunchtime, so it's typical. This is where you and Shizune had me helping you out put together 2 festivals. What a lot of hard work. I thought, I don't have time for this. When I look back on it though, I didn't do all that much. I also didn't have anything better to do. I have just spent the time alone. I drag her to our homeroom next, which is empty except for Muto trying to eat a sandwich before classes resume.
What are you doing in here? Get out! Get out!
His pants are at his ankles too, for some reason.
He's just in his underwear, like he's fucking Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know, like full on, just like living like a man, you know?
Every time I thought of either of you, I wish you'd leave me alone, whether it was here or... Leaving Muto to his lunch, we head to the nearby vending machine and I grab a soda while I still have 5 minutes to drink it. I spent an entire lunch period with Misha, longer than both Shizune and I managed to find to talk to her in days. Following me to the cafeteria or trying to corner me after my class, I never realized we only talked like 4 times. It really was all in my head. I only barely realized it now.
I remember that Hichan, but I know where all of these places are too.
Wait, let me finish my guided tour since we're running out of time. By the way, do you want a soda?
Next time on SUBPARCADE, we'll see if she gets a soda.
Aww.
Little cream ice cream sundae.
I really have to pee. I really have to pee.
I am.
Next time she'll be pissing.
Next time I'll be done pissing. Bye.
Bye bye.
Put up the image. Go piss, girl.